So in lesson one, we learned that the purpose of parenting is to protect and to prepare our children to survive and to thrive in the kind of society in which they are going to live. So building on the foundation laid by Rudolf Dreikurs, active parenting is going to recognize 4 goals that humans really just consider essential for surviving and thriving. And these same 4 goals motivate the majority of our children's behavior. And that's belonging, power, protection, and withdrawal. We're going to look at each one of these a little bit more closely. So the first one is belonging. To belong is just this basic need of every human being. A baby could not survive without others to depend on. Neither could the human species have survived throughout history without belonging to various groups like clans, families, communities, cities, states, kingdoms, nations. That's just to name a few. So this desire to belong motivates each of us to make contact, either physical or emotional, with other human beings. So for an infant, the need to be held is actually critical to its well-being. Then later, contact with mom and dad helps the growing child develop a sense of belonging in the family. So the self-esteem and the courage that grow out of that sense of belonging make it possible for the child to form positive relationships outside of the family. Schools, religious organizations, sports leagues, other types of institutions are going to offer additional opportunities for contact and belonging. Then we have power. Every one of us wants to influence our environment and gain at least a measure of control over our lives. And we'd like for things to go our way. And we want the power to make that happen. And it's through learning that we become able to do that. As the saying goes, knowledge is power. And as parents, we want to empower our children to develop their talents and their skills and become competent individuals who contribute to the common good. Then we have protection. To survive and thrive, we have to be able to protect ourselves. We have to be able to protect our families and the society in which we're living. And the human instinct is to repel attacks, either physical or psychological attacks. And that has led us to develop some pretty complex systems of justice and defense. Children are also going to look for ways to protect themselves from physical harm or from threats to their self-esteem. But because they lack a mature understanding of justice and the interconnectedness of people, they often strike out in ways that are unproductive and even harmful. Parents and teachers can really help children learn responsible methods of protection while providing a safe environment where they can develop. And then we have withdrawal. And just as the child seeks contact with others at other times, they're going to need to withdraw and regroup. And withdrawal is a kind of counterbalancing act to the goal of belonging. Our early survival instinct has taught us to withdraw from danger.